Welcome to Vint Corners, where timeless charm meets modern living. In today's video, explore a beautifully curated home inspired by Bohemian vintage aesthetics and Anthropologie-style elegance. Let your imagination wander through dreamy textures, earthy palettes, and nostalgic spaces. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more inspiring vintage home tours. A charming Mediterranean-style façade welcomes the eye with sun-kissed terracotta stucco and arched wooden windows trimmed in ornate iron. The soft crunch of gravel lines a tile-patterned pathway, leading to a turquoise door beneath a vine-wrapped pergola. Lanterns flicker warmly, casting gentle light against climbing rosemary and lavender. Stepping into the entryway reveals warmth and serenity. Herringbone oak floors stretch beneath a vintage console topped with stacked books and a sculptural ceramic lamp. A woven pendant casts soft shadows over creamy plaster walls, while pampas grass rustles subtly in a tall vase. Everything feels grounded in elegant nostalgia. The living room opens like a vintage dream, sun-drenched, layered, and thoughtfully textured. A linen sofa in dusty rose anchors the space, softened by velvet cushions. A reclaimed oak coffee table rests on a Berber rug, surrounded by golden rattan light fixtures and artful reflections from a gallery wall of antique mirrors. A cozy reading nook glows beside arched windows where sunlight filters through gauzy curtains. A moss velvet armchair beckons beside a fringed floor lamp, with terracotta tiles underfoot. Shelves brim with weathered books, while an embroidered kilim tapestry adds rich red and indigo hues to the surrounding soft plaster walls. The dining room balances rustic charm with eclectic soul. A reclaimed teak table sits beneath a grand rattan chandelier, its soft light pooling on linen runners and ceramic plates. Mismatched vintage chairs surround the table, while a carved hutch displays colorful glassware and climbing greenery trails from high corners. The kitchen exudes quiet luxury and warmth. Creamy zellige tiles glisten behind a mint green retro range, framed by wooden shelves filled with earthenware and herb bundles. A farmhouse sink sits below a brass window, framed with terra pots of basil and thyme. Patterned floor tiles add whimsy beneath golden light. A sunlit breakfast corner feels serene and slow. A velvet-upholstered banquette wraps around a marble cafe table holding a teapot, figs, and linen napkins. Above, a beaded chandelier sparkles softly. Light pours through the arched window beside climbing bougainvillea, casting leafy shadows across layered vintage prints on pale pink walls. The hallway carries timeless elegance. Arched doorways rhythmically frame the space as vintage sconces emit a warm amber glow. Persian runners stretch across whitewashed plaster floors, while niches hold clay urns and dried stems. A high skylight casts shifting light, revealing the depth of each texture underfoot and overhead. The guest bedroom whispers tranquility in dusty rose and muted sage. A cane bed rests against a wallpapered wall of hand-drawn botanicals. Gauzy linens drift from a simple canopy, softening the brass sconces that glow above nightstands of reclaimed wood. A vintage rug warms the stone floor below. The guest bathroom charms with its vintage soul. Rose-tone tiles frame a clawfoot tub with aged brass fixtures. A distressed wood vanity supports a marble bowl sink and mirror framed in filigree. Towels hang beside dried eucalyptus branches, while the scent of lavender bath salts lingers in the warm air. The main bedroom is a sanctuary in sage, ochre, and soft sand. A carved four-poster bed is swathed in linen drapery, while vintage trunks double as night tables. Ceramic lamps glow against rough plaster walls. Arched windows open to olive trees, glowing in the soft hush of evening light. A walk-in wardrobe nestles behind paneled double doors. Rattan front cabinets mingle with antique glass armoires. A vintage velvet ottoman rests beneath a K-Pies shell chandelier, scattering light over herringbone wood. Silk scarves and beaded bags hang from brass hooks, while an aged mirror reflects the space's soft golden palette. The main bathroom speaks of timeless luxury. Tadelacked walls curve gently into an arched shower wrapped in celadone tile. A marble vessel sink crowns a rustic wood console with brushed brass fittings. Skylight rays illuminate apothecary jars, trailing florals, and candlelight, while sandalwood and myrrh hang gently in the air. A serene office blends vintage creativity with quiet focus. A mid-century desk rests below arched niches filled with sculptural clay forms and stacked books. walls in bone-white contrast with a worn kilim rug. Light filters through linen drapes, softening shadows across artworks, dried blooms, and collected mementos. The music room breathes romantic nostalgia. A vintage upright piano rests against a textured ochre wall, crowned by hanging macrame. A Moroccan pouf lies nearby, while antique instruments and weathered music sheets rest in niches. Beaded lamps glow warmly above, casting shifting patterns that echo soft, imagined melodies. A creative studio sings with light and artistry. Plaster walls and dusty mauve surround a vintage drafting table and shelves stacked with sketch pads and pigment jars. A woven rug anchors the space, while plants dangle from macrame hangers above. Sunlight streams from skylights, igniting bursts of color and texture. The sunroom invites nature indoors. Arched glass frames a garden view where rattan chairs with indigo cushions circle a mosaic table. Potted herbs and citrus trees fill the air with scent. Woven lanterns sway gently overhead as golden light diffuses through soft shears, layering warmth across the jute floor. Even the utility room feels poetic. Linen curtains conceal shelves of handmade soaps, jars, and stacked towels. A deep porcelain sink is flanked by wooden shelves and botanical prints. Weathered brick floors meet a sisal runner. Ivy peeks through a window, casting leaf shadows on cream-colored walls and folded cloth. A covered veranda stretches across the back, its beams wrapped in canvas drapery. Wicker loungers with linen throws encircle a low table topped with lanterns and wildflowers. Moroccan floor tiles lead to a stone fireplace. Rattan pendants flicker above, glowing against an amber sky scented with citrus and jasmine. The backyard unveils a secluded Bohemian haven. A tiled fountain sings beside olive trees and flowering grasses. A pergola draped in lights shelters a vintage table and butterfly chairs. Lavender and rosemary brush terracotta pots under filtered sunlight, while travertine paths and quiet breezes create a scene of dreamy calm. Thank you for joining this visual journey through a soulful Bohemian vintage home. We hope you felt inspired by its warm textures, eclectic layers, and serene atmosphere. If you enjoyed this tour, please like the video, leave a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe to Vint Corners for more vintage home inspiration.